Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Spelunky. You wouldn't know it from the past few videos, but off camera, I've been making some serious progress. I mean, it's not like I'm playing, God of War or The Last of Us here where, there actually is linear progress that you guys have missed. It's just progress in my skills. I have been able to fairly consistently get to the City of Gold, which is actually, pretty goddamn amazing, considering that, before the PC version came out, I'd been to the City of Gold twice, maybe? That was bad play there, but let's be reasonable. Get this guy, Spider, to fall down. So for me to be able to get to the City of Gold consistently is a goddamn landmark, essentially. And I'm gonna try to get it on camera, because I swear to God, it's happening. I turn on the camera and I record, and, it's not actually a literal camera, but that's irrelevant, I guess. Everything just goes wrong. I sacrifice myself at the altar, get the Kapala, but unfortunately my body is, about 80% too dead to use it, and things just don't go well. But when I record off camera, or don't record off camera, because that doesn't make any sense, everything goes beautifully, fantastically. It's a wonderful whirlwind of Spelunky foo. So I'm going to try to make that happen here. And let's just go over some basic changes to my philosophy that I feel have facilitated the reasonably increased play, or increased standard of play that I've had fairly recently. Can I get up? Yeah, I don't need to. I do need to use a rope, but that's okay. Basically, a little bit more aggressive with my purchases, which it has worked out very well for me. For example, if there is a jetpack, no more like, oh, it's $20,000, because it's gonna get you more than $20,000 worth of stuff. And usually, and I say usually because I'm about to forsake that completely here, usually a little bit more prudent with my resources unless I have a ton of them. So we obviously do not have a ton of ropes or a ton of bombs, but I did use some of both on this floor to make some good things happen. It depends on the seed to a certain extent, what you can do. So, or, what you have the capability of doing. So I'm going to try to do my best for, these videos that are not the daily challenges, primarily focused on getting to the City of Gold and getting to Hell. I went to Hell a couple times yesterday, so I'm just hoping that maybe I can get lucky enough to capture it on camera for once. You gotta keep in mind, not only is Spelunky a hard game, but it's a game where concentration and, kind of awareness of your surroundings is especially important. And unfortunately, providing commentary does detract from that to a certain extent. And that's fine, I love providing entertainment, but it does provide me with a very convenient excuse for why I have not necessarily performed fantastically recently. I'm just trying to see if this guy will jump on the spikes or, otherwise take care of himself. We do have an altar down here. That's another major part of my strategy, is whenever possible getting those, the favor with Kali as high as it can possibly go. And of course, we are going to be looking out for the Ujedi. Financially, I feel like I'm already in an excellent position. Now it's just a matter of exerting that excellent position and getting some value out of it. If I can get an early jetpack, early cape, early climbing gloves. I'm not going to get the shotgun. I will buy the bombs, though, because we're probably going to sacrifice a bomb to get in here. There's a crate past here as well, but the bombs are going to be exceptionally important. This will also give me some extra money. So a rope and a bomb to get a crate is fine. Let's see what item we get here. Paste, that'll save us from killing a grandfather spider, unless, it's already necessary to kill a grandfather spider. So there's more ropes. There's so much money in there, but I'm not sure I can really afford a bomb to make it happen at this point. It's a good thing about where we're at right now. Like, financially, we're fine, so I don't necessarily need to make bad concessions. Although there is, but we'd have to use a rope at this point. Let's just leave. I'd say that's a pretty good floor. I'm obviously not crazy happy that we got paste out of the altar, but that's kind of irrelevant. The most important thing is just that we get that favor with Kali so that we can... Oh my god, what's wrong with my cat? We get that favor with Kali so that we can eventually get the Kapala. Now I'm just... Oh, that worked, actually. I was just coming up here to make 100% sure that I was not leaving the treasure chest. Sometimes, peace of mind is worth something. And there's a little bit of money down here, too, which is good. And I will also rescue our damsel. It's going to cost us one more rope. Hey, and we are going to be able to get an extremely early Kapala, assuming I can get down there. So, this is a floor where time's looking like it's going to be tight. It looks like there is a fairly easy out with respect to the exit. There's no spikes down here, so Monty should be safe. And yeah, that early Kapala is going to be amazing. Obviously, it feels a little bad because you'll end up losing all the health that you gained with the Kapala simply to sacrifice yourself with the hedge it, but it's not that badly, because if we just survive up to that point, then I'm a very happy man. There we go. Now, normally I love getting the spike shoes, but we're going to try to get them even earlier, because spike shoes give us a much greater increased chance of being able to make some good stuff happen with the Kapala early on. So let's try to get... I was hoping that maybe some of those ceramic fragments might be able to hit that powder keg. We could always use a bomb to make it happen. Reason I'm trying to be so vigilant about this stuff is just to make 100% sure that we get the chest. Oh, the chest is down there. So it's not really 100% necessary for me to do anything else on this floor. We'll try to get as much money as possible, obviously, just because, it's smart. But other than that, I'm a very happy man. The last thing we're going to need to do is get to 50,000 so we don't have to kill any shopkeepers, because I don't want to kill any shopkeepers. If I was going to kill shopkeepers, I should have done it earlier when we had the opportunity to pick up a shotgun. Anything now is just going to be more trouble than it's worth, maybe. So 50,000 is going to be our next goal. We are on pace to be pretty close to it. You can usually kind of fudge it a little bit. Like if you're 5,000 or 6,000 short, if you have extra bombs, you can use those to kind of get yourself some extra gems. It's not the best use of them, but it does, help you out if necessary. So this is, I'm glad that these snakes are all behind webs here. Oh my god, and I still walked exactly into him. But, this is why you get the Kapala. Now we are in a position where I can replenish my health very easily. That's maybe the earliest Kapala I've ever gotten, so I'm very pleased about that, obviously. So, again, I'm assuming most people are probably familiar with the Kapala and its effects, but if you just joined the series and if you haven't played much Spelunky yourself, essentially, it allows you to collect the blood of your enemies, and once you get a certain amount of blood, as represented graphically by the kind of blood pouring out of the eyes on that skull in the top left, you will get increased health. So again, major goal is still to get to 50,000, which we are quite quickly approaching. Damsel's over there, and I would love to get the damsel, but it's not as relevant now that we have the Kapala as it used to be. If I have to waste bombs to get the damsel, then it quite quick. Oh, but okay, here's the thing. I don't understand how the altar works after you get the Kapala. I probably should, but I don't. So I'm just going to leave this floor. We already have 50,200. That was just in the interest of safety. All right, so phase 1 of Get to the City of Gold and Hell is done. There's another altar here. I'm being very lucky with the seed placement so far. I'm actually just going to turn on my volume ever so slightly. This is so that I can hear the blinking from the Ujad Eye. And so far, textbook run. Not to say that, things couldn't have gone better, but it's gone well. So hopefully this will blow a hole up here, which will allow me to get the damsel. I don't think it's worth sacrificing the damsel. Like, I don't think this actually gives us anything. I'm an idiot also. I have to use a rope to get up here. But we'll try it nonetheless. The thing is, it's not a big deal that it costs me a damsel because we have the Kapala. So this is just in the interest of doing reconnaissance information gathering. Now what are we doing? We're trying to get more money, because the more money we get, the more items we can buy in the black market. We're also, I guess, predominantly trying not to die, which is a major factor in my strategic play. The less I die, generally the better I find that I do. I do want to... Is there a piranha down here? No. So we'll just trigger this bat. I wanted to see what was in this gambling shop, because if it's oh, the black market is here. So I'm just going to play this once. And, I do want the climbing gloves. But I'll take money as well. All right, money's fine. It's 5,000. So the black market's somewhere around here. Is it down here? I'm just trying to take a quick look. The problem is I don't really have that many ropes. And I really don't want to anger the shopkeeper. It appears to be... How am I going to get through here without angering either the shopkeeper or... This is fucked up. I gotta do it fast, too. This is messed up, man. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. This might be an incredibly foolish decision. We could quite reasonably run out of time here. But, this is what I get for saying that I was incredibly lucky with seeds so far. This seed actually appears to be pretty goddamn nightmarish. Is there a piranha in here? There is. There's, about 1,000. So we'll get out of here, and we've got to bomb our way down again. This is the part of this ordeal that I really do not like. The piranha had 2 bombs on it, and now we come down here, and the ghost comes out. But this should put us closer to the exit, to the black market. 1 second. This might be possible. Holy shit, we did it. And we didn't anger the shopkeepers, and we got an extra 12,000. That should not have been possible. That being said, we are 22,000 ahead of where we need to be at this point. Obviously, a bomb box is a no-brainer at this point. We now have 8,000 gold, which we'll probably get a little bit higher. I'm not going to be able to buy a jetpack. I would love to get, even more bombs at this point. But a cape would be nice. Climbing gloves would also be okay. There's a matic. There's a cape. We need like 20-something thousand, I think, to get a cape at this point. The fact that we actually made it in here, I was sure that this was going to be the end. That was a terrible black market placement. We were out of bombs. Climbing gloves are 11,000. How much is the cape? The cape's a little bit more valuable to me. I almost got hit by that. You just fall down, plant man. Today's not your day. Okay, he's fine down there. How much is the cape? Cape's like 16,800. We get another 8,000. Sorry, 800. Then of course, now I want to go back this way. How do I get another 800? It's almost kind of the wrong decision. Like, climbing gloves might be better because I don't have any ropes. Did that? Okay, it didn't even hurt the plant. It's okay, you just stay away. Okay. We don't even have we have the Kapala, but we don't have the spike shoes yet. So spike shoes would be another big pickup. In fact, I could get climbing gloves and spike shoes, which is probably more valuable. But, yes, that's what we're going to do. So it's a weird decision-making process here. But the fact that we're still alive here is nuts to me. Hopefully we'll be able to get a cape or a jetpack later. Those are obviously items that I consider to be basically essential if you're going to make a serious run at City of Gold. Now, we got to finish this quickly. That was lucky for us. We got to finish this quickly because the ghost is going to come. So I just wanted to get this caveman angry. Then we'll jump on his head. I have climbing gloves, so I can do this without wasting a bomb. Also, I could actually take a hit from a tiki trap and still survive because I have so much health by virtue of the Kapala. Now we just got to survive through the remainder of the jungle, which shouldn't be too bad. Probably could have sacrificed a live frog there. Not the end of the world. We could do something with a live dog here. I'm going to use a bomb. There's a crate in there, which is what makes me feel kind of safer about this. So I'm not using a ton of resources. We picked up some ropes. I would say that is a good trade. I really don't think that the altar can pay out anymore. But there's almost no incentive for me to keep the dog. Except just to get a ton of health. I don't know. Let's just keep trying it. Maybe eventually. Alright. I'm now of the belief that the idol is tapped, or the altar is tapped out. Remember, these are mistakes. But they're mistakes made in the interest of learning. This is the same reason your teacher says to you, there's no such thing as stupid questions. It's important to make mistakes in the interest of learning. Otherwise, you get too scared to learn. And that's a real sad condition to find yourself in. Now, they're all dead. There is an idol over here, which is kind of a no-brainer pickup for me. Unfortunately, I do want to, I was hoping that would kind of sort itself out a little bit faster. There we go. So that worked itself out. The idol is super important. Don't give a shit about high scores, but we have 15 health now. When did that happen? Did I get a ton of blood from something? Now, we just don't want to accidentally make the monkey real mad and do exactly that. It's okay, though. It's okay. We're going to take some more damage from the bat, but then we're going to come to life here and get out. That's why you get the Kapala, I suppose. There's another 10,000 gold for us. And another 100, which I'm still going to pick up. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. This might be the most health I've ever had. I don't know how we got to 14. Did I accidentally pick up royal jelly? Or is it just like I got so much blood from the damsel by sacrificing it? Now, I would be lying if I said that this was not something that worried me. We are on a dark level, and to make matters worse, it is a dark, dead or restless level, which means there are, zombies everywhere, in addition to, tiki traps and whatnot. First things first, gold has no value for me. My life is the only thing that matters. My life for ire, etc., etc. There is a shotgun, and I would love to be able to use it, but I'm not sure it's going to be possible. I mean, it's definitely possible to get it. I'm just not sure if it's worth my life, essentially, that I've already, dedicated to ire. So that was just me being probably riskier than I needed to be in order to get, the best rope of all time that is going to allow me to 100% get the shotgun. And we'll just, I hope I don't get hit by debris somehow. There we go, there's our shotgun. Everything else can go F itself. Cool. So we're just gonna, even though we have the shotgun, we're not gonna kill shopkeepers. We might be able to use this to easily get a jetpack. But beyond that, it also just simplifies things for us a little bit on this floor. The downside, of course, is that we are gonna not have the... we're not gonna be able to take the shotgun with us, which is pretty understandable given the circumstances. Now we're just getting the fuck out of here because I looked down and things look terrible for us down there. Alright, smart guy. We're up to 15 health now. Mostly just looking for the exit, but also keeping a close eye on the potential of a statue existing. Obviously, that thing is going to explode, which is always risky. The amount of health that I get here is totally irrelevant because, it's all going to go away when I die, or when I sacrifice myself, to put it more delicately. As is, though, I'm pleased with this run. I think it's been a decent run so far. There are many runs like it, but this one's mine. 32,000 gold does probably put us in jetpack territory. And, jetpack territory is a real nice place to be. Not as good as jet pork territory, of course. Alright, so I hate everything about this. It's probably easier, in all honesty, to just either ignore this area or take them out with the spike shoes, but whatever. Some extra gold for me. And some extra gold for me. Now, we're just, with the climbing gloves, it's certainly possible to easily... Oh, man, an extra 12 bombs. That's really useful. It's certainly possible to find the statue fairly easily. Make some good lateral movements. I would like to have more ropes. It's a little bit easier, as one might expect, with the jetpack, which is, what isn't, though. Okay, that was a stupid decision on my part. But to be quite honest with you, sacrificing 1 health to discover another side of the map is not that bad in the whole scheme of things, I guess. Well, okay, that was a little frightening. Now, I'm playing a little bit fast and loose here. I'm still looking for the statue, but the fact that I haven't seen it yet makes me think that it is unlikely to be found on this level. The real reason, by the way, that it was incredibly stupid for me to do what I did is because I could have accidentally, stunned myself and ended up dying as a result of it. So I'm just coming up to the top here, and we're just looking for the exit. This is the problem on the ice caves when you don't have a compass. You can occasionally put yourself in a very dangerous spot trying to find the exit. The exit is over there. So I'm using a rope just to simplify it. And you know what? Probably a bomb here is not the worst idea. And we can just fall down here now and then quite easily finish it off. So that was just me trying to be a little bit smarter than usual. And I did not see the statue there, which means the statue has to be on this level. This will be the end of the shotgun for us. The only other... Yeah, there's the statue right there. The only other thing that I try to focus on these levels... Well, I guess 2 things. Get as much gold as possible, and also... it can be an asset if you can get the damsel to the exit, because that gives you 1 extra health when you respawn. So, that's nothing to sneeze at. There's our damsel. That was a little scary, and the exit's right there, so, you know, more gold doesn't hurt either. I should probably try to avoid angering shopkeepers, though. So, just remember not to accidentally finish this level, and life's good. We're just gonna get some more gold, if possible, and then, you know, it's actually easier to just bounce on their heads as opposed to using the shotgun. You never know if this gold might finance a jetpack purchase at some point, which is pretty meaningful for us. And the shotgun is totally worthless, so we might as well just get these chests. It's worthless. It's not worthless. It's just not worth very much because very shortly we're not going to have it anymore. So these are the last 2 chests I'll get. Then we'll just kill ourselves, and that'll do it. So 50,000. Relatively pleased with that right now. We do have the Kapala, so we have the means easily to replenish our health as long as we, you know, maintain our spike shoes or manage to get a weapon. Almost went through the door too quickly. Sometimes you can go through the door too quickly and the hedge won't actually, you know, proc as one of your items, which is stupid but also hilarious but also infuriating. So we're just blowing some shit up here. Mostly I want the blood from these dudes because we did, you know, we had a ton of health. Now we do not as a result of our actions. If I had a jetpack, there's an easy idle up there. You know, idols become substantially simpler as time goes on. I don't want to risk... It's probably okay for me to get that damsel. I'll tell you why I'm not going to do it. The mine next to him scares me. Normally would not really scare me that much, but with the fact that there are... oh god, I almost got frozen there. The fact that there is climbing gloves on me, that's what worries me. No jetpack. Freeze gun. Is that really that Oh, Jesus. Is the freeze ray really that useful for me? No. To put it quite frankly. Now, I've been playing really badly. We are down to 3 health now. I have to remember, I'm no longer hot shit, you know? I don't have 16 health anymore. I have 3. Soon to be 4. But 3 for right now. There's 4. So this is where you know, normally are, I guess, at this point. There's our exit. You're just going to float to your death. Now we go to the temple. The temple scares the shit out of me. Always. But, you know, 23 bombs, that's pretty good. 0 ropes is really bad. The climbing gloves offsets that to some extent. Should be able to kill Anubis and should have enough bombs. You know, I cannot actually give you 3 ropes because I don't have 3 ropes. Killing Anubis is our next major hurdle. Should happen pretty quickly. Or we'll find out if it's going to happen pretty quickly. And, you know, this is one of those situations where all the health in the world can't save you, essentially. But we'll, you know, bomb our way into a better path if necessary. Just going to put a bomb down here to simplify this a little bit. That was stupid of me, but hey, there we go. So we have 3 health. Doesn't really matter, though. These bombs, I'm kind of doing an Olmec situation here. Yes, I need to be able to get down there. Alright, this will kill Anubis, 100%. You can tell by the audible tone. 19 bombs. Now, the real question... Oh, you know, the scepter actually landed in a very good position. Or a decent position, at least. Still with no compass. That's so frustrating. Now, I'm just trying to avoid the fire here. For reasons that should be pretty obvious. That simplifies things a little bit. There's a thwomp. I don't like the thwomps. You know, just to simplify it, why don't we blow it up? This is, we're getting to the point where these are not good uses of bombs. That's okay. And we're just gonna jump on these guys. You know, the more blood we get, the better. Blood for the blood god. And this is the most progress I've made in a video in recent memory. We're at 82,000. It's looking like the City of Gold is going to be a pretty realistic goal. Then we've just got to beat Olmec. Well, I guess we got to beat Anubis on the City of Gold. You hear prayers to Kali. I still don't understand what that does. Or what that means. I guess what it does is kind of irrelevant. We get a lot of blood out of this guy, I think. So we're just going to jump on his head over and over. Okay, so there is an altar. But that's not relevant. I could throw Monty down in front of that tiki trap and possibly gain... Oh, okay. You know what? No. We're not going to do this, Swamp. Here's what we're going to do. I have enough bombs that I can afford to forsake resources in the interest of improving my sanity. I'm also, in fact, going to throw this down and then put this over the side. And you can only do this because we have as many bombs as we do. But I'm going to bomb my way in here. And that should be an easy trip to the City of Gold for us. That arrow trap appears to have already fired. Let's make sure. And we'll get down here. And there we go. Okay, so City of Gold. Now we got to kill Anubis Part 2. I am hemorrhaging bombs. The good news is we will probably be able to get more. Once we meet up with Olmec, we can climb up the one side of the map. I hate this because I have to go down there. I don't know what to do about this situation, to be quite honest with you. Okay, well, that's one way to handle it, I guess. This one worries me a little bit more. Well, that's going to kill him, so that simplifies things a little bit. This is the other thing that I wanted to do. We need to save at least 3 bombs to improve our likelihood of killing Anubis Part 2. And, you know, take care of some of these mummies, ideally, I guess, as well. Because, good God, there's a lot of them here. Did not realize that mummies actually can follow you down like that. Now I've put myself in an interesting spot. This should be good. This is... Oh, man, this is an exercise in using your bombs effectively. What was that? What am I doing here? Okay, now the real question is how the fuck am I going to get up there now? Because I don't have any ropes. Okay, somehow managed to not take damage there. This is... Kids, do not do this. Fuck, do not try this at home. This is just the worst. That being said, it appears through no value of my own that I may indeed succeed here. It appears Anubis II will die. We might as well get as much gold as possible while we're here. Fuck it. Let's finish the job. We got 4 bombs. And almost got some extra health there. Then there's the City of Gold complete. Didn't really get that much gold on it. If I had the Matic, I would be in Pleasure Town right now. Good run, though. We are now working our way up to Olmec. We will probably just try to jump our way to the top using the climbing gloves, and then we'll see if we can get to hell. So far, so good. Really, lots of crates up there, which is nice, but really could use basically everything. Now, here's the question. Can I make this jump? Yes, actually comfortably. Less harrowing than it needed to be. Parachute, not what I want right now, but we'll, at the very least, you know, there's no time limit on this one, so we'll be able to pick up as much gold as we possibly can here. Extra ropes, never a bad thing. Is it worth using? Whoa. Is it worth using an extra rope to get this crate? I don't see how it could not be. That gives us the climbing gloves. I guess that's how it could not be. Now, we come up here. No live bombs is the happiest thing that could happen. And tons of ropes now. But my kingdom for a bomb, ideally. Without a shotgun as well, we find ourselves in an interesting position where crowd control could be a real issue for us. If Olmec spawns a lot of enemies, we might... paste, okay. If Olmec spawns a lot of enemies, we could find ourselves in real trouble. No more crates that I can see, so we're going to have to do this with 4 bombs and 11 ropes. That's tough. It's real tough. So, Olmec, you come down here. You're going to create an easy path for me. Okay. And then we're going to see where the Necronomicon's going to do its little om-nom-nom. Just ideally... Oh! Okay, that was lucky. It's down here. Can't really see. Must be right below us right here. All right, Olmec, let's do this. We know how this is going to go, Olmec. This might be a long fight. But we got to give it the old college try here. Once I get down to hell, I do not have nearly the resources I would like. But you got to do what you got to do. That was very frightening for me. The more enemies Olmec spawns, the more frustrating it becomes. That snail killed himself. Okay, that was very lucky. I guess we can replenish our health as well off of these minions. But in all likelihood, if I die, I'm going to die in one hit anyway. So it's not that important. No minions, thank you. And again, no minions. So this is going to be very slow. Prepare yourself for the, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something clever, but 90% of my brain matter right now is focused on getting Olmec to mine some good stuff for us here. Thank you. Free blood for the blood god. And actually, you know, we can stop Olmec from possibly spawning enemies by running over top of him instead of underneath him. That very nearly killed me, but I got some health back, so, you know, something, I guess. Got a lot there, too. And yeah, that was a very bad situation that ended up working out okay. I'm not saying I necessarily deserved to get away without taking damage there, but that's how it worked out. And, you know, as atonement, I do have to deal with some more enemies here. So it's going to be like, yeah, we can see it. It's directly below us right here. Now, it's very unfortunate. It's not lost on me. It's unfortunate that I cannot... Oh, my God, that was so close. That I cannot... that I cannot be alive because I got crushed against the wall. Still, good run. We got to the City of Gold, 29-minute run, 187,000. I'm pleased. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I will see you next time. Hopefully that is a sign of things to come. Pretty good.